Welcome back, listeners. For those who continuously support the James Kane experience. And for our new listeners, this is James Kane Experience on KCAA Radio, 106.5 and 1050 AM. I'm your host, James Kane, and this is my inner circle.
Shawnee's.
The boss.
Deja?
One.
Yes, Deja? Are you there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yes.
just want you to let the listeners know who you are, so I just want you to shout your name out.
Yes. I'm Daisha, also known as Day One.
Right. Thank you. Exciting, as always, another hour of the 4 o'clock Insights. Today, in the first segment, we're going to talk about can you love your mate without caring for him? But first, we got to have the news and the notes
Yes.
with Day One.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Deja Boo with some good old news for you. According to Fresno Bee, Fresno County detectives are investigating a disturbing discovery in West Fresno. Up to 100 dead sheep were found dumped in a dry creek bed near Interstate 5 and Cam Avenue. The sheriff's office spokesperson, Tony Body, says some of the animals were long decomposed while others appear freshly discarded. The Agricultural Crimes Task Force is now searching for whoever is behind the illegal mass dumping. Let's talk about it.
Yes, let's talk about it because I do work for a veterinarian university. It's either they didn't want to because how it works is when I go to the calf ranch, I get their dead calves and they give them to my school so the kids can do dissections and necropsies on them. So, but if we don't get them, they have to pay a rendering plant to take those. And so it looks like, it sounds like they didn't want to pay. They just dumped them.
What was interesting to me, the name, not trying to make, jokes of it, but is the name Tony Body, like Body?
Like Botti.
Oh,
see.
Dott, because I was gonna say, wait a minute, man, we dumping sheeps and his name is Body. I mean, sheep bodies around
Something
it?
adding up, huh?
Right.
Yeah, I
I'm just
know.
like that they shouldn't be dumping. They shouldn't be dumping
That
them
sounds
sheep.
like a mafia name, Tony Body. But hey, sorry about that. Just joking around, joking with James. Sometimes we just want y'all to enjoy yourself for a moment.
Yes.
Next day,
All right. According to NBC News, the Denver, Colorado judge has rejected a plea deal for the owners of Return to Nature Funeral Home, accused of hiding nearly 190 decomposing bodies in a bug-infested building in Penrose, Colorado. Kerry and John Hawford are also accused of giving families fake ashes and stealing almost $900,000 in federal funds. Families argued that the proposed 15 to 20-year sentence was too light, and the judge agreed.
wow.
Wow. No, I agree
That's
with
so
that.
sad.
That is like for a person that took somebody's loved one and just dumped them in a warehouse.
Yeah, so sorrowful. That is something, I can understand why the people was outraged.
Yeah.
They're like, wait a minute, we're paying for this.
Yes.
And this is the kind of service we get. And it's sad that it's coming up a lot with these funeral homes. They're
Yes.
just dumping bodies everywhere. Nothing is
Right.
sacred anymore. We start off with
Right.
sheep. Now we have human
Human
bodies.
bodies.
When are
Right.
these people going to learn we need to put a real task force
Yes.
together and start really handing out punishment to these individuals so they know not to do it again?
Right.
Okay?
Moving along, according to ABC 30 Fresno, Hanford police have arrested a 36-year-old caregiver by the name of Iraise Angel for allegedly stealing over $55,000 from an 81-year-old military veteran. She's accused of writing checks to herself while entrusted to care for him and his late wife. Another caretaker noticed the suspicious activity, but sadly, these stolen funds cannot even be recovered due to the way his credit union was set up.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, the credit union, I understand there's contracts in there,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes we can go beyond that contract and,
True.
human dignity,
Mm-hmm.
give the people back their money and prosecute that individual and take the restitution or their property. They
Yes.
bought something with $55,000. They didn't just keep it in their back
Oh
pocket.
no, they didn't.
Right.
Probably paid off their car note and some old
Yeah,
stuff.
oh, bought a home. We
You
talking
right.
about Central California.
Yeah.
Well, with about 30, 40 of that, she probably got nice property out
Yep.
there.
And you telling me you
It-
can't give that lady back her money?
And
That's
it's so
crazy.
sad we attack a senior. And this is a veteran. How ironic. We do a great show last week about
Yes.
veterans. And then this week, we got people stealing
Stealing
from
from-
the veterans. Wow.
And then that also don't look good on the caregivers because I've been a caregiver for years, and to hear a person took from a person like senior citizens that can't help themselves, you're there to help them and make their life or they ending life more like better. And I can't believe that.
I can't either
that makes
because
me mad.
it's sad that people work, pay taxes,
Yes.
do all this for umpteen years,
Mm-hmm.
and this is how we treat our elders. So sad.
So sad.
Next day.
All right. According to Reuters, the U.S. Department of Justice is accusing Inland Empire Health Plan of misusing over $320 million in Medicaid funds. Prosecutors say the money meant for government health care programs was funneled into unrelated expenses and payouts to providers, benefiting the plan and some contractors instead of patients.
Oh wow.
Mm.
That's just only word I can say is ridiculous. How do you let them get away with not just 10,000? You said 300 and something million,
Yes.
and nobody knew about this. Had to be a team meeting. This is when they got together and said, you know what? We are what they call legal criminals. It's because these people didn't have felonies. These people didn't go to penitentiary. These were people that were legally in a position to help the people. We got providers stealing for the seniors and the veterans. Now we got our healthcare department
Yes.
stealing from its patients and clients. What are we going to do in America? Something needs to be done soon. Politicians, look at the news. Not just be a part of the news, but understand what's going on with the people who put you in the position to win. That all for News and Notes Day?
Yes, that is.
Well, listeners, let's get into it. The first
Yes.
segment, as usual, we'll be talking about can you love your mate without caring for them? As you see, we just had in the news, a lot of people say they love, but they don't care. Second, reading for the blind. Third, James and Shawnee's Sports Weekly Recap. Joe, do I have my Miss Wonderland?
No.
No. Okay.
Not yet.
Well, let's continue. Well, we're having our therapist who is a friend of the show. So I guess we're having technical difficulties or she might have had an emergency. So now let's get to segment one about caring. Caring comes from a word, karu. And it doesn't mean what it means today. It used to mean grief and sorrow. Now, when we talk about love, well, the boss, did you bring your information about a little brief thing about caring and love?
Caring and love.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that caring and love are like two different things. I believe that caring and love are two different things because when you love someone
Mm-hmm.
is when you have affection for them. That's not caring because as as you said, caring comes from the root word caros, which we understand that it
Carew.
means keru, that we understand that it means grief and sorrow. But with love, you have affection and like you love that someone for his, you can love them unconditionally. But with caring,
Mm-hmm.
you can have grief and sorrow. So I believe that those are the differences that make up love and caring.
And I wanted to touch on that. Now, I'm not a professional. I
Mm-hmm.
just give my experience, life experience as an elder. So I wanted to touch on that because I wanted to bring it from a younger point of view is because this is what our society and people teach us about love. Love is exists, but is it empirical or rational? Because empirical is scientific,
Mm-hmm.
rational is a theory. So I believe love is more rational.
Rational.
It's more of a feeling. It brings a emotional state where modern time word is caring, but I'm gonna give you the real word that should be replaced with caring because the root word is the word's definition, sorrow and grief. Now, we can use sorrow and grief because a lot of times when we love someone they're going through something, so we can have empathy for them, we can
Mm-hmm.
feel for them, we talk to them, we try to make their day better, which comes to the word well-being.
Being.
Well-being is a great word for me because don't you want to keep your mate whole, healthy? When they go to work or have a bad day and they come home and they vent, you're there to listen to them. You're saying, baby, or whatever you may say today to your mate, I love you and let's work through this. Give them great advice.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you don't want to give them the advice that they want because it might not be beneficial for them in the long run. So you, as a mate, should be there to tell them the truth,
Mm-hmm.
even if it hurts their feelings and gets in the way. But you there for the long run. Now, having someone that you in love with, because can we put love underneath a microscope? Can we grab love, take it somewhere, dissect it, and come back with it? So we know that love is not empirical. So what is pheromones? Because pheromones is what is scientifically proven that that's what attracts individuals together.
Mm-hmm.
So we do not call love pheromones. So who is love? The Bible speaks of love in many different ways. We'll get to that in the reading of the blind to sew up this segment. So we really want to know who is love. Can you love your mate without caring for him? I say yes. Because some people out there love their parents, but do they come check on them? Do they read them a book? Do they let
Mm-hmm.
them come stay with them when they decline in health? Huh. For those who's out there, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to turn it over to Skittles and Day One and let them give you a little bit about how they feel about the question, can you love your mate? Also, before we get, if you have anything you want to say, any comments,
Mm-hmm.
can you tell the listeners, Skittles, the line to get on?
Yes, please, if for any listeners out there, please call 909-383-1000.
That's 909 383 100 KCAA
Yes.
Radio.
And you said yes, I say no. So, no, you cannot truly love your mate without caring for them. And here's why. When we talk about love, we're not just talking about a feeling. Feelings come and go. Some days you're excited, some days you're tired, some days you need space. But love is deeper than that. Love is shown in the way you care for someone. The way you show up, the way you listen, the way you respond to their needs, even the way you communicate during tough times. You can say, I love you, but if your actions don't reflect concerns for your partner, emotionally, mental, or physical well being, then that love never really reaches them. Caring is what makes love real instead of just a word. Think about this. If you love someone, you naturally want to see them happy, healthy, and emotional support. You pay attention to what they're going through. You notice when someone is off. You put in effort because you want the relationship to grow. And the effect is, awareness is caring. Without caring, love becomes passive. And passive love doesn't build anything. It doesn't create trust. It doesn't create safety. It doesn't create connection. It just sits there like a theory, not a lived experience. Caring is the part of love that shows up when it's inconvenient. It's easy to love someone when they're doing everything right, when everything is fun, when everything feel romantic, but real caring shows up when your partner is stressed, overwhelmed, sick, struggling, or even when they're wrong. Karen says, even in this moment, I am here, I am engaged, and I respect you enough to try. And honestly, caring is what protects the relationship.
Now,
No, go ahead.
wow, I just took in all that, and for a second, just let's discuss that with what we're talking about here. You're saying caring.
Yes.
Now, the question is, can you love your mate without caring? And I said yes. But what you did was take the element of caring and showing that love is a theory to some. But caring is the behavior of love. So you should not love your mate without caring.
Yes.
That's in a politically correct world. But the world we're living in, how many people can say that? Because if you're divorced and married again, that means you're still in love with the person you divorced because you're not caring for them because you're caring for someone else. But do you still love them? I think that you do because you're not going to marry someone, spend thousands and thousands of dollars when you don't love them, even though your relationship could not stay together for whatever reason it may. So I love what you say about caring because I look at caring as well-being, a state of one's being. Passive, enjoyment, suffering. That's when you come together and get married, what they ask for, rich or poor, because that's having someone's back all the time. And I believe that in the sense of the new way we use the word caring, it's bigger than love.
Yes.
Because it takes action. It's a
Yes.
verb. You have to put in the work to be in love with this individual. Not just say it, not just over time. Okay, you love them for 3 years, but your relationship is 10. Oh, I fell out of love with you. Well, you didn't love me anyway. How you gonna fall out of love? You know, because you don't want to do the work anymore. Now, some could have a different view. Are you anything you want to add?
Yes, so love without caring is like having a plant you never watered. You
Wow.
might like it, you might adore it, you might even feel connected to it, but if you don't tend to it, it's going to wither. And evidently, that relationship will feel empty, one sided, or worse, unsafe.
Yes. Here, I don't have no more to add to that. I love this young lady's life. Wonderful. That is
Right,
a
right.
wonderful. Day one, could you bless us with your decision?
All right. Well, there is no yes or no or no right or wrong answer. But I'm sorry, sis. I am going to have to give it to you. I disagree with that. I would say yes. Sometimes love is real, even when care can get messy. So, in my own opinion, yes, you can still stay in a relationship where someone loves you, but struggles to show that care. If the foundation is honest and both hearts are willing to grow, again, I say both individuals are willing to grow, a lack of care doesn't always mean a lack of love. Sometimes it just means someone never learned the tools to care in the beginning. And meaning by tools, those tools are like communication, healing, therapy, patience. Every long term relationship hits an uneven season. Now, one of us or all of us started with emotional skills, or not one of us all started with emotional skills from the beginning, like a baby learning how to crawl before it walks. Just the feeling of falling in love in that beginning. And if that love is still there on both sides, there's always room to build, to learn, and to become better for one another. So just like with anything, it takes time for stuff and the longevity of everything to grow. You're not going to have the same feelings that you had in the beginning versus the feelings you have now in a 10, 15, 20-year relationship or marriage. But you will, over time, learn those specific tools to where it can give you an advantage to help your relationship
Yes.
Yes.
grow, and the care and the love. Everything just doesn't happen in that beginning, but some people don't know how to care for that person or what it takes to stay, keep it going, and communicate and thrive for that relationship or that marriage. Basically, fight for it.
Yes.
Yes. I agree.
So, love, as you were speaking, should be the purpose of caring or well being, a state of
Right.
someone's happiness. I agree with you so much with that, is because it is a fight. You have to find something every day to make your mate smile, to make them feel, because they know you. Everybody say, "Well, I got out of love.
Yeah.
I'm bored in this relationship." Well, the reason why you're bored because you're not bringing no activity. Now, some do. Some
Yeah.
women or men out there, they do fight for the relationship, but the other party is like, okay, they got lackadaisical in it. They're not, the attractiveness is not there. But is that love, or is that um, what we call what we call what we would call that when you just like, okay, I love you, I really want to be there for you, but I can't, I cannot.
She's a listener.
I don't have the power and the understanding of continuously work at this. It's because I don't know how. Maybe I didn't grow up with these skills. Because no one talks about coping skills on how to make a marriage work.
Right.
Sometimes even the church, they at fault. They give us ideas. They give us some coping skills. They go to certain Bible lessons, but it's hard because every individual is different.
Yes.
Everyone likes different food sometimes. So
Right.
it's a lot of denying yourself. It's a lot of saying, you know what? The grass ain't greener on the other side. But if you feel that I can care for you without loving, see, that's the twist to it. Because you can care for someone and say, even though I care for you, I don't have the love that I can continue to care for you. But for right now, I'm gonna help you get on your feet. I'm gonna get when we got here. I'm gonna show you how caring is and love works. It doesn't just have to be in a relationship. It can just also be in relations to friendship. To there's people right now. I pull up in the parking lot. I have to keep moving, rushing in here because it's full of love and caring. That action they're showing it, giving out turkeys, getting ready next week, Thanksgiving, or
Yes.
giving thanks to something. Because sometimes Thanksgiving to some is not thanks. But we can give thanks for what we accomplished in a year, for who
Yes.
we care for who we love. And we can sit around the table, eat good, whatever you choose, sports or just reading a book, whatever it is, talking, seeing who you haven't seen all year, that family enjoyment, taking time out for work, or those who's at work, giving them a more incentive because
Right.
you can't be with your loved ones. But even your boss show you love on Thanksgiving, let you off or give you extra money. That's love too, and that's
Yes,
caring.
that is
You
true.
can get mad at him, but he
Either way,
cares.
Yeah.
I'll take both.
And
I don't blame you.
we have a listener.
Oh, well, let's listener.
Hello?
Yes. Can you?
Hello?
Yes. Can
Yes,
you hear us?
we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wanted to comment on the love.
Mm-hmm.
I am a big nerd and a fan of like Greek mythology and everything, and also Greek philosophy. And so one of the things that I learned early on, right out of high school, even though I know I was raised going to church, so my foundation for love was from Corinthians. You know, love is kind, love is, does not seek harm and things like that. But the Greeks categorized love in 8 different ways. It's just 8 different types of love, and I personally believe that these 8 types are kind of fluid, like they flow into each other. They almost evolve into each other. The types are eros, philia, droge, lotus, pragma, philiosia, agape, and mania. And eros is like this passionate love. It's often associated with like desire and lust. Like it's a very strong, like sexual tension, people say. Philia is like a deep platonic love shared between friends. It can also refer to love, like the love of like a comrade, like if you're in the military, like the love you have for your fellow soldier. Stroge is the natural affection, love found within family, especially between parents and children. Lotus is like a playful, flirtatious, and casual love, like a puppy love, like the beginning stages of like a crush. Pragma is a long-standing, enduring love that has developed over time and is based on commitment and mutual understanding. Philiosia, self-love, which can be healthy self-respect, or it could be unhealthy narcissism. That one's an interesting one. Agape is selfless, unconditional love that extends to all people and is often described as this universal and divine love. This is also the love that people say that Jesus had for his followers. Mania is an obsessive and possessive type of love that is often characterized by jealousy and an unbalanced dynamic. This is basically like fatal attraction type love. The love that I think that sometimes we can have a type of love for someone, and that type of love may not be the type that involves a lot of caring for them, but you have a type of love for that person. I believe that if you're in a relationship with someone, though, and you say that you love them, but you don't care for them, I feel like that type of love, the relationship is not going to last like Skittles mentioned. Like it is going to wither away. And the type of love that creates a strong dynamic, I feel like you have to almost choose to have this type of love, which is agape. I feel like agape is a choice. And I feel like pragma is also a choice because it grows over time and it's long lasting and there's a commitment and mutual understanding. These things are not just feelings. Like I feel like when the way that I love my partner, I choose them every day, even through the good and the bad times. So it's just, I think it's a very deep topic, and it's really good that you guys are talking about it.
Right, thank you. It sounds like in the Greek mythology, their love is more as a skill. It's because the definitions that you gave, one either will have to learn this behavior through their rearing or some kind of coping mechanism or some kind of theory that they went through, which we were speaking of rational, because that's a lot of dimensions in one word using love. Is there other words that we can use to describe the same function as love? Because love is thrown out there like every day.
Yes.
Like 10 times an hour, I love you, or I love you. Sometimes you have to stop a person and ask them, well, how do you love me?
Yes.
Because I truly, I believe love, to me, caring or someone's well-being is more than just saying I love you.
Yes.
That's why I brought up the topic. Can you love without caring? And as you notice, yes, you can, but you shouldn't. And you absolutely correct, listener, which is Shay. Oh no, shy. So yes, you're absolutely right, and you should. And the one that Gumpe, yeah, they teach that in theology or Christian, faith teaches that. But the Hebrew word for love is different. So we see love has a lot of dimension. But one thing all the dimensions have in common is the action,
Yes.
caring, well being, a state of someone's being. There's an action there. And most of the time is being selfless. We have a lot of that nowadays that people want to be selfish. Because there's nothing wrong. My professor at Mount Sac, let me give my sources out. Explain that to me. There's nothing wrong with our class, our family counseling class. There's nothing wrong with being self first because you have to do for yourself before you can do for anyone else. So if you want a healthy relationship, you have to be healthy in your own relations with yourself before you can go out and be someone's battle buddy. I love that word. Battle buddy. Yes, battle buddy. Well, do we have any more listeners, Joe? That was it?
Yep.
I would
Okay.
like to say,
Oh,
Go,
Dave.
Dave. Oh, yes.
all right, I would like to say, given how the world is today, with people having to struggle to make ends and agendas for work and everything, meet kids, it's everything in life. Um, there is times in a relationship where a person can feel as if they're not loved or cared for because things you get sidetracked by other things. So I just want our audience to know out there, even in my relationship, at that moment something can happen, and it'll take you away from the individuals that you truly love and care for. But I just want our listeners to know that a lack of care within that moment does not mean a lack of love within the heart from whoever you're with. That's all I
powerful.
just wanted to state, because I know in my relationship, we get so sidetracked with kids, school, work, A person can develop to where they feel as if the love isn't there or the care isn't there, but it's just an assumption on one end and not both ends. You really do love and you really do care, but just at the moment you can be sidetracked.
Yeah, and communication is important when that happens.
Yes.
Is because I had to bring this up. It sounds like we're battling with unevenly yoked. A lot of times, um, biblically speaking, the Israelites was told to not be unequally yoked with the Philistines and the Canaanites and all this is because they was reared a certain way. And I tend to see in my experience that when you're raised in certain cultures, it takes a lot when you get involved with someone from another culture or someone from another family
Yes.
if they're
Right.
not raised with the same values,
Yes.
raised on a certain way of eating. Now, yes, a person can. It's also a person can say, you know what? I want to try your custom. I want to. These things are amazing. They work. Like me, I love the Passover. I think it's wonderful. And when I went to one, I was like, wow. It was so much love and so much activity and people are, and I said, wow, this is a big kept secret. But anyway, thank you. We're gonna take a little break, and for those who out there, you should care for who you love. But if you love someone and you can't care for them, please let them know. Communicate with them, and let's be a better you, a better me, or a better them. Thank you, listeners. Well, we're back with the second segment, Reading for the Blind. Grab whoever you choose, mother, father, grandmother, friend, grab an elder, big sister, big brother, and read something to them. This is the moment that we choose to read with our seniors and our youth. So, can you give us Deuteronomy first? Well, while she does that, we was going to go to 1 Corinthians 13. That's why the delay. But we touched on that with Shy Shy about what love is. Because love, hope, faith, and the biggest one is love. So, what does God says in Deuteronomy about love?
Deuteronomy 6:5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and all with all thy soul, and with all thy might.
You should give all that you have to care for someone. Your creator created this world, and he's letting you know he created for 6 days and rested on the seventh because he used his might. He used his understanding of how he want his creation to be. No matter what we believe in, we all come together as a creation. And that creation comes together as one to make the whole universe a brilliant and better place. Next,
Okay, Proverbs. Um, Proverbs
Proverbs.
8, 8:14.
Yes.
Counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength.
Could you read that one more time, please? A little clearer.
Proverbs 8:14.
Yes.
Counsel is mine and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength.
Strength and understanding. That is wisdom. Wisdom is an action of a wise man or a wise woman. So when you're in love with someone, you understand it's going to take a lot of your strength to continue to keep this marriage, this union together. Because loving someone and caring for them is a union. It's a unity between you and them and you, to prosper, to benefit, vice versa. For the person who is loving and caring, and for the individual who's caring and loving and getting the love and care that is giving to them, and vice versa, giving it back. Another scripture.
Proverbs 19:70. He that hath pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Lord, and that which he hath given will he pay him again.
The Father is speaking about love. Love is also giving, and love means charity. Charity is another form of giving, which we spoke about earlier about how love has many dimensions. So sharing is caring. That's an old saying. And if you have something, I always say to my kids, it's better to give than receive, because the person that's giving has abundance and everything is flowing over. He's not giving something that he doesn't have. So that's why the giver has a lot to give away. So when you have abundance, you share because you care for someone else. Do we have one more?
Yes. Isaiah 1:17. Learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow.
All these things is about what we talked about earlier about the seniors, even in the notes, how people was taking advantage of the widow, of the widower. But we need to know that your creator is over you. He's watching you. Stop disrespecting his creation. Listen, learn, read. Listen, learn, read. Because you will be judged someday. Even though what you think you're doing it in the dark, the light will shine upon you. Hopefully, it will shine in you, and your integrity will take over. So, whoever you feel the need to care for, care for them. And if you see someone out there that need help, care for them too. Because we love you, you love us. Our friends is our family. Our family is our friends. We're going to take a quick break and come back with the Sports Reclap by James and Shanice. Yes, yes. Here we go.
Here we go.
Another Raider massacre. It's so hard to be a Raider.
It really is. Let me tell y'all about some highlights. The offense had moments of rhythm, especially in the passing game, but struggled to sustain drives late in the game. The run game showed improvement, giving the offense more balance. Defensively, the Raiders had a few strong stops, but big plays allowed in the secondary hurt momentum. Penalties and missed opportunities in the red zone were major factors again.
Well, let me tell you. See, you made it sound good. They got clobbered.
How many
That,
times?
that one, what was it, George Pickens?
Uh-huh.
He just was throwing them down like rag dolls, running through them like hot butter. They did not have no kind of resistance. How did we let the Cowboys come in Vegas? We were playing like we was out there gambling last night. Like we got drunk
And
then
drinking
it was just so embarrassing. And the offense tried a little bit. You were right. They got into the red zone.
Yes.
Can't score.
Yes.
We have problems there. But in their defense, they had a new center. There's
Yeah.
three linemen out that are good. We wouldn't say great. One of them is great through his career, but not lately. So
They just need cleaner execution to turn close games into wins.
so, but I never would thought in a million years. Well, think in a million thought, or came to the conclusion that a Pete Carroll team will be this dysfunctional. They are very dysfunctional, and they're not playing like a team. We still
No, they're
have Max
not.
Crosby killing it, but he needs help.
Help.
And do you blame this? One thing Lincoln Kennedy always says is players play, coaches coach.
Yes.
That's something I brought into my life as well when it comes to certain things. So is it the players not playing or the coaches not coaching? I'm not there. I can't say. Only the people who's around that get paid the big bucks because
Yes.
I don't. So I'm just an analyzer. I'm just analyzing what I see or what I listen to because I like listening to it on the radio. It seems like they have given up but not given up. They're going through the motions,
Yes.
but they're not playing like a team.
I agree.
But teamwork make a dream work. So either they're having nightmares or they don't like each other much. It's because you can't drop the ball. You can't miss a block because someone is going to get blasted. Poor Gino. He's getting blasted back there. He's getting hit so hard. I don't know how he's getting up. That man is durable and has a dedication to finish the year. I don't think he's going to make it, but
Me either.
but I hope that they can figure it out and start playing better just for next year. Cowboy fans, this is what I want you to know. You look good against the Raiders, but you're 4-5. I don't want y'all calling in talking about, yeah, we're back, because y'all have your own issues. Y'all did that against us. Let's see this weekend how that defense hold up. Offense, I always tell people Dak is a good quarterback. But they, oh no, we don't like Dak when they was losing. Now everybody's starting to clap. Number 5 offense in the NFL. Wonderful. But you're still the Cowboys. We will see it in.
So this week was full of highs and lows, but the Lakers showed good energy, strong chemistry in the stretch. LeBron James continues to play at an incredible level, leading the team in scoring and keeping the Lakers in key moments. Anthony Davidson dominated the defensive, putting up big block
Oh,
numbers.
you mean ate him?
Yeah.
Yeah, ate him. Yeah,
The-
ate him.
yeah,
And
ate
his
'em.
dad- I'm gonna say what? He's
What?
back. I'm a
Oh.
Davis fan, but
Oh.
he's gone.
And
And the GM is
numbers
too.
in the paint. Role players stepped up, hitting timely threes, providing needed bench moments. However, turnovers and cold shooting spell kept some games closer than they need to be. The Lakers are trending upwards, showing better ball movement and defensively intensity. If they clean up the sloppy possession and stay healthy, they're in a good position heading into the next stretch of the game.
Okay. Yes. The Lakers have some youngsters like
Yes.
Nick Smith Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I really like his play. Smart was a great acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
He is playing wonderfully, getting that defense going. Adam is doing good in the middle. I like that, and Luca is being Luca.
It's big, Luke.
Yes, he's amazing. He's like,
Yeah.
now the LA finally got a Luke Skywalker
Walker.
because he is balling, getting that ball all over the place, and AR is doing his job. So the Lakers is in a good position to continue to perform at a high level, and it's good seeing Laker basketball back, exciting and. Because LeBron, you're right, 23 years in the NBA,
Yes.
he's showing that he's commanding respect for a senior. Because most of the time, them youngsters are talking about you, pat you, hey, get out of here, youngster. Get out of here, old time. This is a young man game, running back and forth. But LeBron skills has mastered over time.
I agree.
He gets into that paint and that box, and he still can pass that ball, and they're just doing wonderful, great team chemistry. So just keep winning and enjoying Laker brand of basketball. And we have new ownership, and I see we have a new front office. So there's a lot of change. For me, it's kind of sad because I'm a Buzz family. I really enjoyed the late 70s, 80s, and 90s, and early 2000s. Yeah, so I guess we're in here today because
Yeah.
we had a great show.
Yes, we did.
I know the James Kane experience, we love and care and worry about people's well-being and
Yes.
ours as well. So love will always conquer hate, and caring will always conquer laziness and a lackadaisical relationship. If your life is not going right, restructure, regroup, refocus on what you have left. See you next Saturday at 4 o'clock on KCAA Radio, 106.5, 1050 AM. And let's meet up, let's talk about it. Joe, take us on home.